Hello, everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Athing Mu-Nikolayev on her return to the track at the 2025 Prefontaine Classic. One race at a time. The Tokyo 2020 Olympic 800m champion finds her way back to the track nearly 1 year after falling at Hayward Field at the 2024 U.S. Olympic trials. IT is a track she is familiar with, said Bobby Kersey, coach of Tokyo 2020 Olympic 800m champion Athing Mu-Nikolayev, referring to the historic Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. But the word familiar might be a massive understatement. It was here that Mu-Nikolayev, then Mu, became an NCAA champion, a world champion, and earned her place on the Tokyo 2020 Olympic team. It was also here that she saw her dreams unravel as they tumbled to the ground with her on the backstretch of the U.S. Olympic trials for the Olympic Games Paris 2024. Since that painful moment of missing out on her second games, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic gold medalist has taken it stride by stride to return to a sport in which she has seen so much success. On July 5th, she will make her first major 800m appearance of the season at the Prefontaine Classic, which doubles as the Eugene stop of the Athletics Diamond League Series. I enjoy running, the 23-year-old said ahead of her return. I think I'm still working on truly embracing it and enjoying it and, going through the highs and lows and truly enjoying it. I think it's been a little tough on me because the past 3 years have been a little rocky, and so it's kind of hard to climb back up the ladder. But I'm happy to be here again. Like I said, I think it takes one race at a time, one practice at a time, and that's what I'm just hoping to gain as I progress to the season. Read more on Olympics. To discover how Mu-Nikolayev found her way back, mentally and physically, and what awaits her this weekend in Tracktown, USA. 2024 Olympic Trials. The fall heard around the world. In 2021, Mu shattered the American 800-meter record at Hayward Field, clocking 1:55.04 at the Pre-Classic, a few months after claiming her Olympic title. A year later, she returned to the same track for the 2022 World Championships and delivered again, crossing the line as world champion and becoming the youngest American track and field athlete ever to hold both Olympic and world titles. But 2 years later, that same stage witnessed a very different story. In the finals of the U.S. Olympic trials, Mu crashed to the track on the backstretch. In the blink of an eye, her hopes of defending her Olympic title vanished. She got up and finished the race alone, in last place, on the same track where she had once been so dominant. Mu, drawn in lane 6, surged forward early in the race, as she often does with her long stride to take control. But as she moved to cut in, her left foot clipped the leg of fellow Olympian Raven Rogers. The contact knocked her off balance and into Stanford's Juliet Whitaker, who was running beside her. Mu fell, hitting the track hard. The Olympic champion got up, but the race had run away from her. She crossed the line and rushed away, tearing up the number from her hip as she escaped the eyes of the world. Life moves on, said her coach Kersey. Here's another indication that regardless of how good we are, we can leave some better athletes home than other countries have. It's part of our American way. Sport is sport. She'll bounce back. She's 22, now 23 years old. She's going to win a lot of other races. She's going to go to more Olympics and maybe even break some world records. Paris 2024. From heartbreak to ripping off the Band-Aid. The road to recovery began sooner than Mu might have hoped or chosen herself. Whether she liked it or not, she still ended up in Paris, joining a training group that included eventual 4-time Olympic gold medalist Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. It was very hard, said Coach Kersey. My philosophy of coaching is to put her right back in it right away. And she tolerated me as a coach. It was tough for me, and it was tough for her. It was an experience, Mu-Nikolayev agreed, yeah. But She put her trust in her coach, who believed that the worst thing to do when you're depressed is to remove yourself and alienate yourself and crawl up and let frustration get the best of you. You have to get back as fast as you can so you can get over that point, Kersey said. Though she was only a few kilometers from the iconic purple track at the Stade de France, Mu-Nikolayev never brought herself to watch the competition unfold. I didn't watch it live. I wasn't really watching the games too much, she recalled. Just trying to get myself out of the environment as much as I could, even though I was training. I mean, I think I kind of took it pretty well being done with it well right after, just because I knew these year-to-year events happen, and then they go, it's a 2-week experience, and then you move on, she said. It's kind of the mentality that I had. Of course, it's a really big one. It would have been my second Olympic Games, but I know my career is long. I know I'm super young, and I'm just trying to be hopeful, because that's the only way I'll be able to get through my career in the most successful way. Bob Kersey on Athing Mu-Nikolayev. She's happy. She's healthy. She's happily married. One of the brightest moments in Mu-Nikolayev's past year, and a key part of her return to form, was her marriage to Yegor Nikolayev, the love of her life and a fellow Olympian. Nikolayev competed in the 1500 m at the London 2012 Olympic Games. The couple tied the knot in March 2025. It's been incredible, Mu-Nikolayev said. I mean, I'm so blessed to be able to experience marriage. It's been really great. Marriage for Mu-Nikolayev has offered a new kind of support system in her athletic life. No longer navigating the highs and lows of elite sport alone, she now shares the journey with someone who understands it intimately. It's been super helpful on the athletic side because I don't have to share this experience on my own. I have someone that I can kind of walk through the valleys and walk through the highs with. It's just nice to have someone that's your partner for life, and that can just experience things with you. Heading into this new season, her coach sees all the signs pointing in the right direction. She's happy. She's healthy. She's happily married. Regaining my joy. Looking ahead, Mu-Nikolayev is still chasing gold. But this season, the podium isn't her only goal. Of course, there's nothing more that I want than gold. But I think most importantly this year, it's just me regaining my joy back and finding my love for the sport. And if it's not love, just appreciation for the sport and the places that I get to take me, and it's just all that I get to do with it. So, I think that's my first priority. Mu-Nikolayev will line up this Saturday, July 5th, in the Mutola 800 m race in a loaded field that includes a host of last summer's Olympic finalists. Among them, Kenya's 2023 world champion Mary Moraa, Ethiopia's Paris 2024 silver medalist Sige Duguma, Oregon alumna and Tokyo 2020 bronze medalist Raven Rogers, and Great Britain's Gemma Reekie, the 2024 World Athletics Indoor Championships silver medalist. Reigning 800-meter Olympic champion Keely Hodgkinson will not compete. The event has renamed the women's 800-meter the Mutola 800 m in honor of Mozambican female athletic star Maria Mutola, the meet's winningest athlete, who claimed 16 victories, 12 of them in her signature 100 m event. Please subscribe the channel. Share this with a friend. Thank you.